Hello everyone, and welcome to Authentic Now Yoga, the online yoga studio for anybody and everybody. My name is Jody Pignolet, and today we're going to do a full class using the wall. I think it's just great every now and then to have a different kind of experience with your practice. And using the wall is a really wonderful tool for bringing awareness to your alignment, for what it feels like to be supported in a pose. It can deepen a pose. It also can give you the experience of what it feels like to be up against the wall. So to have something that doesn't give. So that's what this practice will be about today. If you might want to grab a block is also a possibility, or a big book or a box. I love to sit on a blanket, and for our opening meditation portion, I'm going to give you the option of just sitting in your normal easy seated pose in the center of your mat, or taking yourself up against the wall, bringing your lower back, your upper back, your head, letting that bring your awareness to your alignment. Maybe it just feels nice to be supported in your meditation pose. Another possibility is taking a block and bringing that up, so sitting a little further away from the wall and bringing that up behind your upper back. And finding your vertical there. What does that feel like? Nice, easy, soft base, nice tall spine, reaching up from the crown. Soft breath. Keeping your mind just focused on your being in this moment. No thoughts are necessary. And I'll just be quiet for a little while, a few moments, while you just check in what it's like to be you right now. And can it get any more quiet? With these next few breath cycles, wherever it is you are, just allow that breath to fill your whole chest cavity. Maybe you notice your back body up against the wall or the block, if that's where you are. Just feeling the ribs move, expand. Nice, and whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes if they were closed. If you had the block behind your back, take that out. Let's do a little bit of warming up. I actually had the experience of liking that and not liking it at the same time. All right, so coming up against the wall with your lower back, your upper back, your head. We're just going to do some side bending from here, trying to keep that contact with the wall. So let's take the left hand off the hip, reach the right arm up. And if your shoulders are tight, that might bring your lower back off the mat, off the wall more. So just try and reorient your vertical position, and then we'll just come into a side bend over to the left. And let's bring that back up, switch sides. Reach and grow, side bend over to the right. Yes, inhale, come on up. Let's do one more each side. Let's stay for a few breath cycles. We'll include the neck. So really ground in those sit bones. Find that nice, tall, vertical. Yes. And then bend. You can bend that top elbow if you want. Stay here for a few breath cycles, just looking forward. Maybe you can deepen. Keep that elbow moving back towards the wall. Oops, the head as well. And then you can just pivot the head, looking down, looking up, trying to keep it in that same, I just imagine it's like on a little skewer, which is probably not super fun to imagine, but it's very helpful. Yeah. All right, finish your head turning, bring it back to looking forward. Come on back up. Let's reach up with the left arm, bend over to the right. You can bend that elbow if you want. Few breath cycles here. Where are the openings possible? Moving everything back towards the wall. Yeah. Pivot your head. There, just back and forth. And then finish your round and we'll look forward and bring yourselves back up. Let's just take the legs out, hip width apart, reach the arms out, shoulder height. Take the shoulders up towards the back, up towards the ears. Bring them back and slide them down your back. There you go. Let's squeeze and release the toes. Squeeze. Fan them out. Shoulders, man, they just are always, mine are anyway, trying to sneak up towards my ears. All right, let's flex and extend the wrists and ankles. And tuck the thumbs in. We'll internally rotate the feet and the fists. And reverse. Really trying to isolate. I was aware that my lower arms, my forearms wanted to make this about the elbows. Nice. All right, let's just hold behind the right knee. Just extend that leg. Just working on that knee joint. All right, let's switch sides. Hold behind the left knee and bend and extend. Nice. All right, let's come over into a child's pose. Just like to take this time to remind ourselves what it feels like to be connected to the body and the breath. And maybe this is a time where you'll set an intention for your practice. Nice. All right, bring yourselves back up. We're going to sit on our heels, and there's some modifications if you need to. And the last one being you can skip sitting on your heels and just put your legs out front. Or maybe one leg. And all we're going to do is bring that left hip up against the wall. Actually, because I'm facing the camera now, I'm going to mirror, so this will be my right hip. And hopefully you'll be able to see what's happening. So let's do that first. So nice tall spine. Aligned, oriented, vertically, sitting over the heels. And I'm just going to take my arms up, shoulder height, bend the elbows, and twist towards the wall. Or beyond, whatever you've got. Yeah, ground the pelvis. Keep the hips balanced. I'm aware mine want to tilt. So finding the vertical and then finding your spiral. Yeah, let's take one more breath. Get it dialed in. And release. All right, now we will take the opposite hip up against the wall. Ground, grow. Elbows are shoulder height. Find your vertical, find your spiral. Lovely. Sit up nice and tall. Release the arms. Come on out. So I'm going to show you a couple possibilities here. Bringing the back up against the wall with the feet on the mat in close. Hip distance apart, feet hip distance apart. That's one possibility. The feet come out further. The feet come wider. Working on finding that vertical up against the wall again. And one more possibility is bringing yourself into your squat pose and bringing that up against the wall. So whatever one option you choose, we're just going to sit here for a few breath cycles. Again, working on that contact with the back body up against the wall. Maybe feel the shoulder blades pressing up against the wall. It's kind of a bad day for a ponytail because really the ponytail's pressing up against the wall. Yeah, 2 more breath cycles. What do you notice? What is possible? I just had some awarenesses in my spine and my alignment. Alrighty, let's come on out of there. Let's crawl forward to all fours. Come up into a down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Find a forward fold. We'll spend a few breath cycles here, just giving this to our bodies. Taking whatever form, variation of a forward fold your body is up for right now. And bend the knees. Let's just round that spine up, one vertebra at a time. Nice. Okay, so we're going to come up facing our wall, feet hip width apart. Hands on the wall, above the head, shoulder width apart. And then just find some length here. So keeping the hips over the heels, you might have to adjust your distance to the wall or your height of your hands. We're just going to ground the legs. Find the pelvis, reaching away from the hands reaching into the wall. Lengthening the arms, the shoulders, the spine. Don't let this arch, just really try and keep a nice long line. It's called a shower stretch. Nice. All right, let's come on out. My hands were not really very well placed. We're going to put our hands up against the wall, but this time we're going to make a right angle. So hips over the heels again, hands shoulder width again against the wall, fingers spread wide, and then reaching nice and long here. Few breath cycles, just really see if you can grow that spine, find a little more alignment, get some more wrinkles out. From the hands to the hips. Yeah, we're not letting everything sag towards the mat. Even if you're super bendy in the spine, We're lengthening and strengthening here instead. Lovely. All right, let's come on out. Just shake out the arms. And the shoulders. Okay, we're gonna take that again. So find your feet underneath your hips, your distance, your alignment, your nice wide fingers. And then we're gonna step the left foot a little bit towards the right. We're gonna take the right leg up till it's horizontal. So the hips might want to open up. Try and keep them square. So bring that right hip back down towards the mat. And just like we did when both feet were on the mat, we just are going to lengthen. Here it's going to be from the hands, the wrist, to the shoulders, to the hips, to the heel. Few more breath cycles. Yes. Grounding into that standing leg. Nice. Bring it back in. If you need to come out, maybe give the wrists a little love. Maybe shake out your legs. All right, next side. Hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide, feet underneath the hips. Stay here if this is working better for you. Otherwise, just move that right foot a little towards the left. Take that left leg up. Square up the hips. Find your horizontal. Find your length. Make sure you know where your breath is. One more breath. Yes, and come on out. I always feel like when I've extended myself in a standing posture that wiggling is just what's called for. So I'm going to wiggle. Feel free to join me. Okay, so we're going to give ourselves the opportunity to try and recreate that level of alignment and engagement without using the wall and see what that feels like. If it's too hard for you to hold your arms out there in space, you can keep your hands on your hips or you can keep your arms by your sides. So I'm just kind of imagine I'm recreating this situation. We'll start standing on the left leg, reach that right leg back. So you choose what you're going to do with your arms. You can bring your thumbs up, palms facing each other too. You can bend that knee if that helps, the standing knee. So like I said, those arms can be in a different position. Just working on, most importantly, the balance, the stability, the alignment, and the length. Yeah. Nice. All right, come on out whenever you're ready. And we'll switch sides. Shifting my weight over to the right leg, lifting that left leg. Arms reaching out. Lengthening. Yes. Bending that standing knee if that works better. Lovely. Come on out mindfully if that's an option. Okay, we're going to take a down dog with our hands, fingertips up against the wall. So just find that position. Find your best down dog for today. Nice. Just take a breath cycle or two. Your arms might be tired from all that pushing up against the wall, but we're not going to stay here long. What we're going to do is we're going to walk our feet towards our hands. We're going to run up against that wall with our head, our upper body, and find a forward fold using that wall in whatever capacity
whatever distance, just leaning up against there, opening the hamstrings, lengthening the spine if that's happening. And bend the knees if that feels better. Yeah. One more breath cycle. What is that wall doing for you? Yeah. All right, let's walk our feet back. All right, let's bring ourselves down to the knees and bring yourselves back up. So I'm going to show you a couple different possibilities here. One is all fours, coming to all fours, and bringing that knee up the wall. One is coming to your forearms and taking that leg up the wall. Maybe you can straighten from here, or maybe you're just going to keep that bent. The last possibility, if your arms have it in them, is to find a down dog here and reach one leg up the wall. Really strengthen those arms. Nice, bring that back out. Rest if you need to rest. Come to your forearms if you need to come to your forearms. And then we'll switch legs. And breathe. And really engage and lengthen. Nice, and come on out. And then let's walk our feet towards our hands. And we'll find a forward fold using the wall from the opposite direction. What is that like? Nice. All right, let's walk forward again. Let's come down into a child's pose. Let's just lift up the upper body and flip the hands back and forth. Yeah. Try and give the wrists a little love. They've done a lot. I'm sitting up and shaking them out now. Okay. We're going to work on a boat pose here using the wall. So take your toes up to the wall. Find a little tripod here. Find your engaged, aligned, tall spine, feeling that lower belly engage. Nice. And then just bring your feet up to the wall. Maybe the hands stay on the knees, maybe they reach out. Find your tall spine. Yes. Another possibility is sitting a little bit further, extending your legs, and finding your boat pose here. So if this starts to collapse, maybe this isn't the best route for you. Maybe you need to bend your knees, but just play around with that. Maybe you're going to just bring the hands to the mat and work on some core strengthening here. Nice. Breathe. One more. Lengthen, engage. Yes, awesome. And then just open up your belly, cross the legs. Yeah, lengthen the front body. Okay, let's take ourselves into that one more time. So you just play with what is your angle, what's your variation, getting this lower belly engaged. One more breath. Yes, good job. All right, come on out, cross the legs again, open the belly. Try and really get that to release now. Okay, let's come on to our backs. Hands towards the wall. Bring your palms up against the wall, up against the baseboard, shoulder height or shoulder width apart. Yeah, and just push away from the wall. It's just a really wonderful little awareness tool for imagining what it's like to be in a handstand. Yep, so see if you can feel those hands pushing into the wall. Take the shoulders away from the ears, working from the hands down, finding a neutral rib cage, finding a neutral pelvis. You can point your toes if you want to imagine you're really in a handstand. You can come to demi-point, you can flex your heels. You choose. Yeah, feel all that strength in your upper body and alignment. Nice. All right, release your arms, release your legs. Let's hug the knees in. Let's hug in the right knee, extend the left leg. And let's take the knee out to the right. So just open up the front body. You can reach that left arm out. That's my heel squeaking on the on the floor. So I'm imagining I'm standing here on this left foot, which is all nice and engaged. My leg is engaged. My spine is tall and in alignment, and I'm just opening up my pelvis. Yes. All right, let's take that knee in the opposite hand, bring it over to the left, reach the right arm out, extend that left leg, still as though you were standing. Yeah, both shoulders are still on the mat. Growing my spine, getting taller. Feeling that right knee move away from that right shoulder. Yes, all right, bring that all back in. Give one more squeeze and then switch legs. So we're gonna hug in that left knee first. Just keep it in the lane of the hip. And then we'll take it out to the left. Reach the right arm out, extend that right leg, flex that right ankle. Yeah. Keeping both hips down, both shoulders down. All right, let's switch hands. We'll take the knee over to the right and reach the left arm out. Right leg is still engaged, still long. In alignment with the spine. Not in the same line, but both reaching long. Yes. Lovely. Bring that knee back up. Give it a good squeeze. And let's take one more opportunity to use the wall. We'll find a little supported shoulder stand. So take those toes up against the wall again. Come on down to your back with your knees bent. Let's lift, or take your arms by your sides, palms down, shoulders under. Lift up into a bridge pose. Nice. Then take your feet about knee height onto the wall. The knees are bent. Then lift the hips up. And then from there you can straighten the legs. If you want, you can stay here if that feels more stable. Otherwise, I'm just resting on my shoulder blades, extending my spine, softening my neck, breathing. Yeah. And then whenever you're ready to come out, the same way. So bend the knees, lower the hips, bring the feet back to the mat. And just tilt your pelvis forward and back. Nice. All right, so take 45 seconds of free yoga before we move into our final meditation. So anything that your body would like, any way you want to maybe use the wall or not use the wall. You get to choose. You can make it up. You can do poses you know, or listen to some random thing your body wants you to do. And whenever you are ready to come into your final meditation pose, taking a corpse pose all the way on your back with your feet against the wall is a nice possibility. You can just have your legs up the wall like I am right now. Or you can just take your, whatever your default meditation pose is. And whatever it is, make sure it's something that allows you to just release. We'll be quiet for a little while you just allow your body to let go, turn off, power down. The mind starts to drift, just bring it back to awareness of your breath, of your body. And whenever you're ready, you can start to introduce some mindful breathing again. Deep, full breaths that you follow in and out. Imagine that breath is coming down all the way to the bottoms of your feet, out to the fingertips, up to the crown of the head. And then bringing in some movement. Finding your way to your side whenever that feels like you're ready for that. And then finding your seated pose, either up against the wall or in the middle of the mat. Keeping your eyes closed if that's comfortable, just checking in. What does it feel like to be you now? How's your body feel? How's your breath, your thoughts, your mood? Yeah, is there anything you want to take with you into your day or simply celebrate or be grateful for? Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Come over to the middle here. Well, I'm so glad that you joined me for this practice today. I really love using the wall, and I hope that that gave you just a different experience of your body, your practice, your wall. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or comments, please feel free. I would love to see those. Otherwise, I wish you a really, really wonderful day.